Hello and welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be talking about minimal clips, a clean overclock for the M1000 Classic, and a pretty strong overclock in general. It gets a little bit outshined by some of the other overclocks, but this is still a very solid option for anybody who just likes the regular M1000. Let's go over this. What this does is it expands your ammo capacity. This can be up to 18 rounds in the gun, which is very, very useful for the M1000, since every time you use a focus shot, you're taking 2 bullets out of the gun. So you have 9 focus shots with this particular overclock, or you've got 18 standard shots with it, or a combination of the two. You also have slightly faster reloads, which is very nice because the M1000 does take a little bit of time to reload, but you can reload cancel this. I'll show that. The way I have it built is like this. So in tier 1, I'm running extra ammo. You could take damage, but it's not entirely necessary. You don't really need more damage than the base M1000, even on Hazard 4 and Hazard 5. Because the M1000 does 55 damage, which regular grunts have 108 health, so you hit them in the head. That does double damage, so you're doing 110, which kills them just barely. Focus shots with the armor breaking that we're taking in tier 2 also do this to standard grunts on any difficulty, so that's usually why I take armor breaking, but you could take faster focus shots if you would like, or even reduced recoil. They're all pretty good. Larger magazine in tier 3, I would recommend this one just so that we can go up to that 18 rounds. It's really nice to have. Tier 4, I'm going with blow-through rounds. This is really good for crowds. The weak spot damage can be pretty decent towards big enemies though too if you want to take that, but it's not entirely necessary with this. And then in tier 5, I'm going with the even faster reload. When we kill something, you could go with the stun though. Stun is really good too on this one. With this being a clean overclock, you can kind of take it with whatever you would like. It fits pretty well with just about anything as a secondary weapon. If you feel like you're lacking damage, you could go with a high damage secondary. If you feel like you're lacking ammo, you could also go with that. For me, I'm going to be taking compact shells on the boomstick. If you wanted something with a little bit more damage, you could go with jumbo shells. Jumbo shells hits like an absolute truck, and you should be fine on ammo with the M1000. This build might struggle with fast-moving small targets like the jellyfish and swarmers. Maybe you want to take the boomerang for that if you feel like it's necessary. If you feel like you're lacking damage and you want to take something with the Zukovs, you can take embedded detonators. This one's really good. Makes it so we can do really high single target damage. If you didn't like that, or you wanted something a little bit different, you could go with cryo minelets for a status effect, or you could go with something like gas recycling if you just want to spray down bigger enemies really fast. And if you wanted something high damaging for the crossbow, you could go with Trifork Volley. If you're looking for something a little bit different, you could go with something like Fire Bolts or Cryo Bolts for a little bit more crowd control, or you could go with something like Specialist, which is just an all-around great overclock that allows you to have more of your special bolts so you can take out big things a little bit easier, or maybe take some more pheromone bolts so you can do a little bit better against crowds. Bosco, you want to grab that one? Ah, we got our first horde coming. Awesome. I guess we'll fight here. And then let's try to take out these things. Usually the way I like to use minimal clips is like this, where I'm usually kind of just rushing around the area and trying to use focus shots on all the enemies. Grab that one, Bosco. Thank you. Oh, that's right, we need a Steve. Steve, fight for us. Thank you. For any enemy at around half health or so, and if you just see a grunt by itself, you can just try hitting it in the head. Ow. Okay, let's take those out. But if you see lines of grunts like this, you can always go for focus shots. Whoops. And that usually works out pretty well. Since even if they're mixed grunts like the slashers here, you can still do pretty high damage to them. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the pickaxe cancel too of the M1000. It's pretty easy to do with this. Basically just when you're about to reload and you see the bullets change at the bottom, then pull out your pickaxe. You can also pull out your laser pointer. That would also work depending on how you have it mapped. So reload, wait for them to change, pickaxe cancel, then you reload a little bit quicker. And with this one, it's not as noticeable because this already has a faster reload than the standard M1000, but it still feels a little bit quicker. You can also kind of double throw a scout if need be. Kind of toss something up, grab it, and then try to chuck it again, which... Okay, that's fair. Alright, let's try to get this the right way this time. There we go. We just needed a little bit more room. Oh, and I'm out of boomerangs. Dang. Alright, well. We're out of boomerangs, but we still got the boomstick. Which is plenty enough, I guess. We're rich. Since I can't... Okay, hang on. Yeah, there we go. At least spin the gold for we're rich. I can actually do this a little bit quicker if I raise the DPI. There we go. Yes, we're rich. Later, bugs. Can't stay here because I'm rich. Alright, I gotta call this a no. This cave layout is a little bit weird, so... Hey, but I got boomerangs again. So I can take out swarmers again. It's kind of nice. There we go. Usually with this build too, at least if I'm playing in a group, I do try to take out the high value targets first, so something like the acid spitters or the web spitters usually makes it a little bit easier for the team if they just gotta take out grunts and Praetorians and that. There we go, take care of the warden. Oh, they took out Steve. Able to call this in then. Alright, let's be on our way. That was a nice simple mission. And it looks like we've got more stuff inbound. Just keep on picking them off one at a time. Alright. Although this was just a short point extract, which is kind of nice. Let's pick up all this nitro too. We got a lot of it. And more swarmers and exploders. Alright, well. Can't afford to be shooting M1000 bullets at you guys. Could shoot the shotgun in your general direction though, since the shotgun has the shockwave on it. So, pick them up that way. Alright. Usually I don't like to fight around here, but you can rotate around it and it sort of works. Okay. Wow, they're just flying all over the place, aren't they? Ooh, Praetorian. Yeah, don't be afraid to do high damage to these guys too with your M1000. Since you have the armor breaking, it doesn't really matter where you hit them. And you should have plenty of focus shots with this. Oops. Alright, let's try to haul this sucker back. Oh, okay, oppressor. Like, is that a detonator that just spawned right behind me? No. No. Why? Oh, from the... Okay. Alright, mission control, settle down. We got this. Couldn't figure out why that exploder just decided to try to kill the other bug. I guess because there's not a path to kill everybody. I think we gotta go up there? No, rabbit, come here. Now is not the time to be failing scout jumps. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Get over there, rabbit. Alright. Ouch. I think I got stuck on the side of that when I was moving. Okay. Well, let's be on our way. Good job, Bosco. Oh yeah, I forgot. My scout still kind of looks like the Burger King. 220 kills. Yeah, not a whole lot there, even though we had a lot of swarmers. Just about 15 minutes to do it, and I didn't collect anything, did I?